I will be reading today's objective. Use multiplication to calculate volume.
Woo! Thank you, special guest Mrs. Martinez. Mrs. Walking.
Here is my example.
So today we're going to multiply to find volume. The most important thing we need to start with, though, is the formula to calculate volume, which is area equals length times width times height. So Mrs. Walking, can you tell us what our length is?
So our length is, to me, I always call it the front side, and there are 3 cubes going across the front.
So here, for length, we have 1, 2, 3. Our length is 3.
On the width, it is 2 wide.
Here is the width. It is 2 wide. So for width, we write 2.
And our height is 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Here is our height. It is 4. So on our line for height, we write 4. Now, when we solve, we're going to write it just like this formula. Area equals 3 times 2 times 4. So 3 times 2 is 6 times 4 is
24 cubic centimeters.
So for volume, our volume is 24 and we write centimeters cubed.
Awesome.
Next. Again, we're going to solve length first. Our length
would be 3.
Here is 3. Okay.
Our width would be 2. Height is 3.
So we're going to write our formula. Area equals length 3 times width 2 times height 3. 3 times 2 is
6.
Oh, thank you, Miss Purdy. Times 3. What is our answer?
18.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So our volume is 18 centimeters cubed. The next problem.
Mrs. Delahunt, there's not any cubes there. How are we going to do this one?
So for this one, we're going to have to remember back to when we learned area. Area equals length times width. So in order to solve for this area, we see that we have a length of 2 and a width of 2. So here we can fill in length 2, width 2, and where can we find our height?
Looks like right here on the side, they haven't put the cubes in, but there is an arrow saying 4 centimeters.
So volume is equal to length 2 times width 2 times 4. Miss Purdy, can you solve for us?
Gosh, 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 4, that equals 16.
So our volume is 16 centimeters cubed.
Oh, good. You remembered that. I thought we were going to leave that off.
Never forget your label. The next problem is a little bit different because we don't even see any grids. So we have to think, what could make the number 6? Area is length times width. So something times something gives us 6. What do you think that might be, Miss Walking?
Oh, you know, 2 and 3, and that looks about the right thing. So I think our length might be 3 and our width might be 2.
So 3 times 2 equals 6. So our length is 3, our width is 2, and where can we find our height?
It's in the arrow right here, which is 2 layers deep.
All right, Miss Purdy. Oops, that was the wrong letter. Volume is equal to 3 times 2 times 2. Can you solve for us, Miss Purdy?
Let's see, 3 times 2 would be 6. And then 6 times 2, that equals 12.
So our volume is 12 centimeters cubed.
I have a question for you. So since they already gave us our area of 6, can we solve it with just our area and our height, you think?
Absolutely. And here our area is 6. So if we take our area equals 6, We know our height times 2, which equals 12. Last problem. There are no grids, and we have the number 3. So how might we solve that one?
Okay, so our height looks like it's 1 because it's a lot smaller than the one above. Looks like our length and width are both 3.
And area is 3, so that would be equal to 3 times 1 equals 3. And in order to solve for volume, we multiply 3 times 3 times 1. Miss Purdy.
3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 1 would be 9.
So our volume is 9 centimeters cubed.
Good job.